Hi guys, today I have my haul video from my Scotland trip. This is going to be a collective haul, which means there's lots of different shops that I went to and I'm just kind of hauling it all in one video rather than doing separate videos because I didn't really pick up enough from each shop to do a separate video on each. So I'm just showing you everything all at once basically. I took my time to explore more than shop whilst I was there, plus I was also on a bit of a budget. My parents did very kindly give me some spending money so I didn't have to budget too much. I could actually kind of go into shops and treat myself a bit, which I haven't been able to do in quite a few months. So yeah, that was really appreciated and I'm very thankful for that. So I'm just going to get into it and start with Hema or Hema. I always call it Hema, but I think it's pronounced Hema. But yeah, there's a shop in Euston Station, so on my way there I had about an hour or so to kill before my train to Scotland from London, so I decided to have a nosy in there and I ended up buying some of their alphabet stickers. I have some of these already in the gold and silver. You get 2 sheets in a pack, so there's quite a few alphabet stickers on there and I think they're only £1. I was looking around the shop just to see if they had any other colours, but they didn't, so I only got them in the mint green. But yeah, I'm definitely going to keep an eye out if they bring out any more colours. I then picked up these from one of their new collections, which is kind of like a fruity theme. I was tempted by a few other bits in this collection, but I'd only just started my trip, so I didn't want to spend a ton of money. But yeah, you get 3 rolls of washi in a pack. The top one just has watermelon slices, then the middle one has just like a load of different fruit, and then the bottom one just says yes, yes, yes in different colours. And on each of those you get 5 metres. This is the next thing I have to show you, and this was from The Works. It was £4, which I thought was very decent. I have seen this book before. I know a few people who have it and I have seen inside of it before. It gives me the same sort of feeling as the Flow book for paper lovers or the Paper Lovers book by TK. So this book is by Lizzie and it's Collage, Carnival, a book to colour, cut and paste your way to creative heaven. So it's basically a book to cut up and use. I'll do a little flick through so you can see exactly why I had to pick it up. Especially for £4, which I thought was such a good price. It has a load of pattern papers in here, there's things to cut up, there's things to do in here. Basically, I'm planning to just chop this up completely and use everything that's inside it. I was kind of silly in the sense I bought this before I went to Edinburgh Castle, so I was lugging a chunky book around, which wasn't ideal, but I couldn't not pick this up. I haven't seen it in any of the local work stores that I've been to. This was the first time I'd seen it in store, so I had to get it. I feel like The Works is definitely one of those places to keep an eye out for books like this because they're always super cheap, and even books that aren't specifically for this. If there's a book which has like beautifully decorated pages and patterns on it, that's just perfect for collage and journaling and scrapbooking and stuff. So yeah, definitely one of my favourite stores for things like this. Next I have 2 things from TK Maxx. These I picked up when I visited my friend who actually works at TK Maxx. I found these in there, which are pastel pencils. I don't have any of these. I have some pastels and obviously I've got coloured pencils and like watercolour pencils and stuff. So it says create all the effects of soft pastels in a no mess pencil form, which appeals to me greatly. So yeah, I had to grab these. These were £12.99, but you get 24 in a pack. I've not heard of this brand before, so I don't know if they're going to be any good, but I did want to try them out because they're just very pretty pencils in general. They're not in perfect rainbow order because they were all jiggled about a bit in the pack. Again, I was carrying them around Edinburgh Castle because I bought them before I went there, so not a great move on my part, but they've made it in one piece back down south. I'm hoping the lead won't be broken. Because they're a softer pencil, they're not going to be super brittle. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So I'll be sure to let you know how I get on with those and if they're any good or not. The other thing I picked up from TK Maxx were these Spectrum Noir sparkle pens. So these are glitter brush pens and you get 3 in a pack. These were £12.99, but they were on clearance for £6, which I thought was really good. I actually found these in Paperchase the next day, I think, for £12.99. So these exact pens, like this exact pack, was for sale in Paperchase at the same time for twice the price. So it made me very satisfied to know that I got it for £6 instead. The brand Spectrum Noir recently had their kind of like pro marker type pens, like their permanent marker blending pens in TK Maxx, and I picked up a set of those, and those are really, really good. So yeah, when I saw these I had to get them. So I got a green, a red and a blue. I haven't used them yet, which is why they have the yellow band on them, because you have to kind of like punch a the cartridge or whatever is inside. It's kind of like a fountain pen type thing. But I have had a similar one of these in a silver, I think it was, before. So I'm hoping these are basically the same. I can't see much difference in them. It just says, give your creative projects some extra sparkle with these fabulous glitter pens. Each has a fine, flexible brush for accurate, mess-free application, perfect for colouring, embellishing, writing, accenting and more. So I'm very glad I found those for £6, which makes them like £2 each instead of £4 each. I then have some random bits and pieces. So the National Galleries of Scotland, which is the reason I went, which if you've missed that, I will have my previous videos linked below on the Scotland trip. So I have a vlog and I've also got a creative journaling session which explains it a bit more. But yeah, I went to the National Galleries of Scotland and saw a exhibition on collage. So these were what I got from the little gift shop. I got a kind of micro pencil which just has the National Galleries of Scotland written on it, and then I picked up a couple of postcards. So these were both in the exhibition. This is one by Matisse and this one is by Peter Blake. I might end up using these in a journal. I might just keep them as postcards, as little mementos. Not sure yet. I picked up these postcards from Scribbler, which is a shop I've never been in before. They basically had a load of kind of funny stationery, slightly rude. So I have this one, which obviously you can probably guess what this one says and the word I'm covering. I have this one which says, wanna Netflix and fall asleep by 9 PM, because that is me. And then this one that says, look on the sunny side. So those three were from Scribbler. This one I got from Paperchase for free because they had an offer on, which was like any purchase you get a free postcard. So I came home with quite a few postcards. I didn't get any with actual places on, which is a bit disappointing. I was hunting for pin badges most of the time I was there, in those kind of like touristy, novelty, you know, over the top sort of shops. So I didn't think to pick up postcards, but I should have probably picked some up, but hey ho. In Paperchase I did end up getting a few things for Chloe for her birthday, so I've obviously given those to her so I don't have them to show you, but I got these things for myself. This is the first thing, which is a Nuvo crystal drops. When I posted my last favourites video where I featured them and I said, does anyone know in the UK where you can find them, someone said Paperchase, which I didn't know, so I got one of the black ones and they have them for sale for £2.50, which I thought was very reasonable. I was really tempted to pick up a few more colours. I had to kind of hold back on the Nuvo drops a bit, but they had so many colours that I really wanted, but I decided to just get a black one because, you know, black is one of those colours which I'll end up using a lot more than any other ones. This was a bit of a treat, a bit of a I don't need it purchase, but it's absolutely beautiful so I need it purchase. Do you know what I mean? But this is one of their mini clipboard book things. So it's got writing paper, a little pocket, and then you've also got the clipboard bit on the front. This one is a really pretty marble design with gold foiling. I have one of these already and I use it for my travelling mail. So I actually finished the notepad in it, so I took that out. So I don't have that in my other one, it's just a pocket, which I end up using for my incoming travelling mail and my outgoing travelling mail, so it's all in one place. But this one I want to use for pen paling. So in here I'm planning to keep any incoming letters. I then have some writing paper to reply to them, and I also have like something to lean on, to write on. I really like these little mini clipboards they do. I think they're so cute. It's only A5 size, so it's not a massive chunky thing. This is only £6.50 as well, which I thought was a really decent price for what it is. You get quite a wedge of paper on there too, and these are all perforated so they just rip off as well. And yeah, once I have finished the notepad I might get another A5 notepad and put it in there, or I'll do what I've done with the other one where I take the whole thing out and just use it as a pocket. I don't know yet, but I saw this and fell in love with it and decided that I just needed it basically. So I had a nosy in the Casa in Glasgow because it was right opposite the travel lodge that I was staying in, so I couldn't not really go in there. I didn't know what I was going to find. I knew it was a more expensive art shop, I suppose you could say, but they had so much stuff in there and I just kind of went a little bit crazy and treated myself again. I say go crazy, I've only got like 5 things here, but I didn't need any of them. They were all like bonus things. Like, I don't need washi, but hey, here I am with washi. I'm going to start with the washi actually. These are MT washi, so this is branded washi, I suppose you could say, kind of like one of the original washi brands. And these are the 15mm by 10m rolls. These were £2.95 each, which is definitely on the pricier side for washi. I try to not spend more than like £2 per roll, so they're not that drastically more expensive, but they're definitely more expensive than washi that I usually buy. So this is the first one. They have a wrapper on, which I don't really want to take off just yet, but this just has a load of pink and yellow triangles. And then this one is kind of like a blue, grey and black geometric triangle design. You can probably see it better on the front here. But yeah, those are the two washies that I picked up. I then got some of these. These are by Do Crafts, and I've had the copper coloured ones before and I love using them. They're kind of like enamel dots, but they have like chunks of glitter in them. So they're basically just super shiny instead of just being shiny. But yeah, these ones are the silver ones, so I don't have those ones yet. These were £1.75. This I bought specifically for this trip. I really want to print off some of my favourite photos to go in here. I don't really want to do too much journaling in here. This I'm planning to have more as just a little photo book basically of the trip. So I have like just one little travel journal specifically for it. This was £1.10. They had them in different sizes, but I didn't want anything too big because like I said, I'm not planning to write in here too much. And then last of all, I got this, which is a masking fluid pen. I have a little pot of masking fluid that I use with a paintbrush, which is great, and that comes in handy in its own ways, but it's really hard to do kind of like detailed stuff with it. This is a pen, so it's got a nib on it. This is the finest one they had, which is still finer and more accurate than any paintbrush that I have to use with the masking fluid in a pot. But yeah, this was... it has lost its little sticker. I think it was around £4. I went for the smallest one, so I'm really looking forward to playing around with this. This was everything I bought whilst I was up in Scotland. I haven't done a haul video in so long, and so many people ask for them when I ask for video requests, which I'd love to do hauls all the time, but I don't have the money to do hauls all the time. Right now I don't need a ton of art supplies. I have plenty, so I can't really justify buying it just for a video. That's why I haven't been doing any haul videos recently. Fingers crossed it won't be like 7 or 8 months until I do the next one. But yeah, as always, if you do have any questions, then let me know below. I will link the shops that I featured in this video down below if you do want to have a nosy at all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.